SO. Now we enter our modes mode in the manual. Important modes, important buttons. Look at we're at the top of the machine. So we have our sound mode. The device operates in 3 main modes: sound, main, and tempo. So we're now, we kind of got the basics of making beats. We're gonna now start getting deep into not deep, but we're gonna start moving into the menu again and learn these things. It's like Ableton, like all those drop down menus we know. In my Octatrack, I look at that like this is a computer. Like just because it doesn't have a screen, well, it does have a screen, but think of these as your modes at the top of the computer. That again, knowing everyone is equally important. Just because you got to hit shift and go over doesn't mean that it's not just as important as anything else. So try and look at all this stuff as an equal importance of again, we're trying to learn everything. It's what separates you. Sound is where you decide which sample to assign to each pad and delete stuff you don't need, as well as modify basic parameters like amplitude and pitch. The KO2 can store up to 999 samples or 64 megabytes, whichever comes first. So again, you're going to learn what you need. Load sample. To load a sample onto a pad, select group A through D, then a pad. So we've been doing this. You guys know how to do this, but we're going to go through it again because, again, we're locking this into memory. So let's see what programs we got. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what's on program 8. Program 7. Remember this, we did this one earlier. Let's add to this one. So let's get into our sound page. So we got 22 on here. We got nothing on there. Okay, so, let's have 3 kicks at the bottom. That one could be good for a sub. All right, we got room for it. So let's get another snare. So we're gonna go 102 here. There's our 808. Cool. So again, we just feeling good about that. So we can change sounds with the plus or minus, and like we show, we can hold. Let's make that one sound 349. So we can hold sound, as you see, flashing 349. So, as you start to categorize your things in a certain way, or again, I kind of look at this thing like every time I sit with it, it's a new experience. So don't let what you did last time influence what you did this time. But obviously you can do that too, because we have 9 programs. So if we're in sound mode, a pro tip, we can preview the name of the sample if we just hold it down. So we're in sound mode. So let's see what kick we got. Kick, dirt. Tom, SP. Tom, Roland, low. So that's emulating these guys. Look. And I kind of feel, I could hear, you know, maybe they put that through an SP-1200 or something. You could hear that ring in the filter. So, you know, get our, I love this thing as an instrument, not even a sequencer. Look, you have a bass of drums over here, and we're just, super fun, the most fun. So now we're gonna go through our sound parameters, I think you would say. So off the bat, without pressing shift, you know, we're in main. All right, which one you want to work on? Let's work on that tom, even though they sound beautiful. So we're in sound right now. It's telling us 348. So amplitude, how loud it is or not. So we'll start from the bottom. And the cool thing is when you're in that sound and selected, you actually don't have to touch it. So that's all the way up. So let's go back to the middle. So now the right one, pitch. So we, so remember, this is per sound. So if you want this one super low and that one's super high, look, we just changed it. Back to the middle. Back to normal. So if you want to jump through sounds in tens, we're going to go back to 348, but say we want to switch it, we're in sound. We're going to hit shift. And we're in 348, so let's get back there. You with me? Jump in tens. So the default samples. So the way that this has come, which it's been inspiring for me because I feel like sometimes I do, it's like my kitchen, like things go everywhere, like where's who's, what's where, and there is a magic to it, but they've kind of left me in an organized, like, yo, if you leave these there, you're gonna know, like, oh, 300's this. So they're saying our kicks were from 1 to 9.
Where my bird? We as we're in.
We'll see, because that's the problem, is that some of my samples just, not a problem, but I'm learning.
We in sample.
Oh, I can't erase those.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So they're telling us, which I've defied already, and as you could see, like, we're trying to keep this natural, is that sometimes you create a sample and it just goes wherever. And I'm not mad at that at all. I just haven't really figured out how to leave it in a good place. Say I want to sample a kick from here, how to get it into whatever. But I think we're going to learn that. So they're saying snares are from 100 to 199. There's great sounds. So now we're saying hats are from 200 to 299. So they've been kind enough to leave us with 55 hi-hats. Perks are from 300. Super fun. Bass from 4 to 499. Melodic from 500 on. So know, I might have to play for the birds. So as you can see, we just went through every single sound in the KO. You're welcome. I'm here for you guys. So it's coming with 300 samples. You can record your own or download them with this tool. The tool's amazing. We're gonna get to there. The sound mode also allows you to edit these sounds. These edit modes affect the sound only within the selected project. Okay, so that's good to know. So if you edit a sound, it's just in this project. If you open the same sound, it's gonna be the raw sound for you to edit again, that's pretty cool, I think, because you know, you might not want to commit to that except you're inside that project. Sound edit mode. Select the sound you wish to edit, press shift and sound. Which one are we working on? We working on these toms, right? Let's work on these toms. I like working on toms. So we're in main, we're in sound. We hit shift, enter. We're in sound mode, as you can see. So we have 5 modes: sound, trim, envelope, timing, MIDI. So look, shift sound plus trim. One more plus, you got your envelope. One more plus, you got Roger the Rabbit for the time stretch. And one more, we got the MIDI. We're gonna go through some of that stuff. I want to try some stuff I never tried also at the same time. Sound edit mode. First, sound. Remember, shift sound. We're in there. Sound of the top layer, pitch and amplitude. We did that. Sound, shift sound. We're in sound. Sound is where you can adjust the way the sample is played as where it should sit in your stereo mix. The X controls the play mode of the sample between one shot, key, and legato. A one shot is monophonic and it plays the whole sample one at a time. So right now we're on a one shot. As you can hear, I press it. Let's go. So let's see the difference. Key is polyphonic and it allows you to play multiples of the same sample as one. It's perfect for playing the same sample across the keyboard. Okay, so in our dive through the manual, this is new for me. This is amazing. I'm pretty excited about this. So our one shot, look, we're gonna turn that into keys. So we only hear one at a time, right? So now we're gonna turn that to key mode. That's amazing. Legato is monophonic and plays a sample one at a time. When changing the note while being held, it will continue from playing the same point it was left off. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so if we're on our one shot, we press it. Trim. So we're gonna go back and work on our toms. So we go sound. We're in the mode. Let's get back that to one shot. So now we're gonna play over. We're gonna trim. Trim helps you to fine tune the start and the end points of your sample, so you can cut straight to the bit you wanted. So maybe let's see if we can find that. I don't know where it went, but we'll do our toms. So as you can see, we have our start and end points. So we're in trim. So you can see there's the little numbers about where we're starting in our sample. Hola, bien, ¿y tú? Mis vecinos, baby. Estamos en un nuevo casita. Estamos en Colombia comiendo cositas. Vamos pues. So yeah, so you know, look, we just went to our outro. We barely have any. We have 0.0. So we're gonna take we have a good attack. We have the beginning, but we have no release. So let's slowly open the release. Remember what it sounded like? Cool. Got it. So as we sample, we'll go into that later. But it's, say we got. Let's go back. Say we want to, you know, our famous air horns. So we're gonna go. We're gonna. Let's see. It's on. Back to sound trim. And I want that trimmed in a little more. So now we got our envelope, and so we're gonna go over one more. Oh, I just learned something. Shift. If we're in the trim mode and you want to get really precise with it, we're going slow with the decimal points. So that's good to know. We learn. All right, so let's undo that. Let's go to our, okay, that'll be a good one for an envelope. So we're gonna hit shift and sound. Okay, we're in our envelope mode, as you can see. So the X controls the attack. And let's see what mode, what are we in? Okay, that's the one shot, right? So now let's get back into the envelope. So there's the natural attack, and then we're gonna slow the attack down. So you don't hear anything now. Let's start with attack. Fast attack. Hear the difference? We're all the way open. So let's go back to the sharp attack with the quick release. Slow attack, slow release. So again, each one of our samples, we're going to sculpt in that way. Get out of the keys. Sometimes you might just take, get something on the front end of something you sampled, and you might just... So that's our envelope, attack and release.